Big stop for the Warriors defensively. Yeah, they're going to start here at the 7 now, so it's third in a parking lot, all the way back in their own red zone. Be the same formation. We'll just flip it to the other side. Ball way too far over his head. So that will force 4th down on Little Rock Southwest, which means they'll be forced to punt it. A solid start to that drive, especially for Braylon Young, who was able to pick up a first down in a huge chunk yard, but then was sacked in his own backfield. So now Little Rock Southwest is going to be forced to punt this one away. And we got the big guy punting it. A really good punt if you're Little Rock Christian, because they're going to set up shop at around the, I believe, the 31-yard line. So really great start for Christian here. They're going to have another great possession chance and another drive opportunity to put some more points on this board. Already 7-0. And again, that is Eli Robertson in the backfield at quarterback. Ooh, kind of slipped there, it seemed, from number 27 there, Jackson Ward, who had got the carry there, maybe a 2-yard pickup, if that. I think he might have picked up 2 yards on that play. Robinson will have Tripp split out to his right. He's going to have a single slot on his left. Oh, yeah, we'll carry it. And another pickup there that time from Jackson Ward. Ward with another 2-yard gain on that play. No, excuse me, that'd probably be about a 4-yard gain. It's going to be, I think, a yard shy of the first down, so we'll be 3rd and 1 here. He's going to have Connor Smith in motion. Kind of a bad snap there. Will keep it himself. Roberts going out to his left. Will he get the room? He will, to pick up the first down for Little Rock Christian. What a gutsy play that time from Robinson. Able to create room and create space to be able to pick up that first down. Ball will be at the 19 now. Same formation. Trips to the right. Single slot on his left. Again, Smith in motion. Handoff. Yes, once again. And another big pickup that time from Ward. Get across that 10-yard line. Ball will be set up at the 9 now. It's a big play here. Can they punch it in there in the end zone? Kind of a trip stack to Robinson's right. Robinson's going to roll out right. Can he find a man in the end zone? A one-handed snatch out of the air. Big-time touchdown for Connor Smith. And Little Rock Christian will add 6 to the board. What a catch in the end zone. My gosh. The athleticism from Connor Smith to snag it out of the air one-handed for the extra 6. They are coming up for the extra point now. At Little Rock Christian, they look to send this one to mercy before we even go into halftime. As they look to go home. They want to go home soon. Not sure if we got miscommunication. They're going for the kick now. It is Brody Boast up for the kick to the extra point for Christian. And his kick will be good. It is Little Rock Christian 14, Little Rock Southwest nothing. CSN will return from Little Rock, Arkansas in just a moment. as we welcome you back inside Griffin Stadium. It is Little Rock Christian 14, Little Rock Southwest nothing. As we start out, continuing this first quarter, Little Rock Southwest looking for their second drive of this game, as they are down by 2 possessions now. As they're going to let that go for a touchback, Little Rock Christian will set up shop at the 20. Southwest so far, it's not that they had a bad drive necessarily in their first opening drive of this game. Braylon Young, he's already proved that he's got some speed. He's their quarterback tonight. But this is a Little Rock Christian team that you may have to throw the ball to get past this team tonight, the third-ranked team in the 7A Central. And a big handoff that time. Nice pickup yard, nice gain that time for Little Rock Southwest. So the number 7 on the carry for Little Rock Southwest, that is Tyler Jackson, the sophomore running back, 6 foot, 177 pounds. Coming back out here, Braylon Young in the quarterback spot. Will be a handoff to number 2. That is Mario Maxwell, kind of on the jet sweep. But not much of a pickup there. I'll make it 3rd down here now. I believe it will be 4th and 3 about. 3rd and 4. A first down is much needed here for Southwest. They got to get this one. Will be just another direct handoff to their running back. Will they pick up the first down? I think it will be good for a first down. It was number 7 on the carry, once again, Tyler Jackson. So Jackson able to move the chains for his Griffins. 4:15 still left to go here in the opening quarter. We're live in Little Rock, Arkansas again this week. Next week we'll be in Tennessee, of all places. Twins to the left for Young. He's going to have a single slot on his right. Well, maybe look to try to find him. The pocket is breaking down, and he is sacked. Sacked by one of the defensive linemen. I think it's actually going to be one of them outside linebackers. It was Nick Harp, the junior, for Little Rock Christian, able to come up with his first sack of the game. He's actually listed as a linebacker. He's more kind of that outside guy. Yeah, 2 sacks tonight already for Christian. They're going to look to maybe throw this one deep. We saw some jumping, and Young's going to take it himself. He's hit hard, still on his feet, though, finally be brought back. About a 2, maybe 3-yard pickup that time for Braylon Young. Thought we could have saw some jumping. They won't call it. Christian's entire front shifted. It is 3rd down here, 3rd and 7. And finally they got someone to jump, and I think it was Christian's, I think it was number 7 for Christian, Blake. So that will move the chain, not move the chain, excuse me, that will move the ball up 5 yards. So now will be 3rd and 2 here. Much more manageable 3rd down here for Southwest. Griffins have got to get a break going. Young will hand off right to his running back, and he is stopped before he can reach that first down. Stopped pretty quickly. So Christian able to dig deep here and able to get another stop for over Southwest. Southwest going to have some personnel changes. And looks like they could be keeping the offense out here. It's 4-4. It looks like they're going to keep the offense out here. Young's still at quarterback. And it looks like we're going to see a timeout from Little Rock Southwest. So we'll take a small break here on the Central Sports Network.
Without our officials, school sports would just be recess. Officiating requires hard work and dedication long before stepping on the field or court.
Arkansas high school officials aren't professional officials. Men and women across the state officiate for the love of the game. They officiate because they understand the profound impact sports have on students.
Almost half of high school officials felt unsafe or feared for their safety due to unsporting behavior of coaches, fans, and participants.
These men and women officiate our games in service to the game and our student athletes, and they deserve to be treated better. Without them, we couldn't play.
Join us and support our high school officials, and remember, participation in education-based athletics is more about winning and losing. It's about learning.
CSN welcomes you back to Little Rock, Arkansas. It is Little Rock Christian 14, Little Rock Southwest nothing. At Southwest, they got a big 4th and 4 here. Young in his own pocket. He does find a receiver. Big-time pickup. And a big-time first down for Little Rock Southwest. Number 2 on the possession, Mario Maxwell, the junior wide receiver, able to get the big pickup for Little Rock Southwest, and they needed that bad. With only a minute, well, honestly, only a minute 10 left in this game. This clock's still rolling. In this first quarter, excuse me. Twins to the left, a single slot on Young's right. He will hand off once again to his running back. And I don't even think he'll make it to the line of scrimmage. It was number 23 on the carry, Robert Cooper. Talking over Coach Lewis over on the sideline. Chadrick Lewis, the head football coach of the Little Rock Southwest Griffins. This is 2nd and 10 here. Pocket is breaking, and he is finally dropped. Little Rock Christian will finally get back to him. Number 7 on the sack for Little Rock Christian, Blake. Now it seems like we've got another timeout from Coach Lewis of Little Rock Southwest. It is Little Rock Christian 14, Little Rock Southwest nothing here on the Central Sports Network. As we welcome you back inside Griffin Stadium on the campus of Little Rock Southwest High School. It is Little Rock Christian 14 to Little Rock Southwest nothing. Little Rock Southwest have not yet to find their way in the end zone in this game. They've gotten close, and they've had a couple good drives. This drive so far been their best drive of the game. But it is 3rd and 15 here. So it's 3rd and long. It's going to be a hard possession. Kind of a lower snap. We'll get that out to Mario Maxwell. Maxwell, no blocks. He's having to go back. He can't get any blocks. The ball's left out. Christian's got it back. I can't tell who's got it. I think Little Rock Southwest might have it. What a wild possession. And I cannot tell who's got it, and I think it's still Little Rock Southwest football. Someone from Christian was able to get on top of it. I think it was number 58, Brody Baden, who was able to actually hop on top of that football. He's clearly hurt. He clearly hurt his wrist, though, or his hand. Southwest able to get it back, though. I mean, Maxwell had no blocks on that play. I mean, he was struggling for his life. And they're forced to punt this one away again. A better punt that time, and will be fair caught by number 1, Gabe. So fair caught. Little Rock Christian back with the football here in this second quarter. Christian still up 2 possessions over Little Rock Southwest. So Robinson will have trips to his right side. He's going to roll out towards his right side. Will he find one of his receivers deep? Almost picked off. What an incredible play that would have been. For Southwest's number 12, Gerald Ware, the junior cornerback, almost with the pick. That would have been a game-changing pick. Still love the effort anyways. Here we go, 2nd and 10 now. Handoff once again to number 27, up the middle. For Jackson Ward. I'm not sure if you can hear the Little Rock Southwest band. They're loud tonight. And off once again. He's got a lot of room. First down and some for Little Rock Christian that time. For Jackson Ward once again on the huge carry. What a season Jackson's had this year, man. Yeah, one of the left tackles for Christian limping. No, quarterback keep for Robinson that time. If he can get a good block, he might be gone. He's at the 20, 15, 10. Ran out of bounds around the 7-yard line. And Robinson with another huge gain on the ground. Christian able to move these chains once again. Ball now at the 7. Robinson will hand off. Once again, he is stopped, though, pretty quickly as Jackson Ward. Nice tackle on the play for Southwest. Probably pick up 2 yards on that play. Now, twins to Robinson's left. He's going to have a single slot on his right. As he will find someone into the end zone once again is Little Rock Christian. Connor Smith for his 2nd touchdown of the night now. That time on the ground. And Christian will extend this lead 20-0 in this second quarter. Once again, Connor Smith, who's had a really good night as well. Christian is playing they're playing their perfect football tonight. Flag on the play is offsides. It's going to be offsides on Southwest. Maybe even number 11. Pennington. Coming up for the extra point. Almost blocked that time. But the extra point will be good now. So Little Rock Christian, they lead Little Rock Southwest over 3 possessions. It is 21 Warriors. Griffins, nothing. CSM will return from Little Rock in just a moment.
For students, the strong emotions and pressures associated with playing sports and participating in competitive activities can be difficult to cope with.
22% of high school students seriously consider attempting suicide, and 10% actually attempted suicide.
Sadly, many athletes want to receive help but don't because of stigmas surrounding mental health problems. It's okay to talk about it. Find someone to share how you are feeling.
We must learn to talk about mental health more freely and treat it like physical health. Let's talk about it. It's okay.
It is 21-0 if you are just joining us. Little Rock Christian with a definite lead so far in this first half over Little Rock Southwest. Southwest is yet to really put a really good drive together in this game, and they're back on offense again. Southwest here, not sure what they're going to have to do different here. I mean, ground game just hasn't been working. They threw a couple passes. They had one good pass that was able to get them a first down. It was Mario Maxwell has been one of their key receivers to get the ball to, one of their playmakers. This Christian defense, though, has been a dominant factor, not just for this game, but all season, quite frankly. Trips to the right side. Single slot on Young's left. He's going to look to maybe try to air this one out. He's going to have to get out of the pocket, though, and I think that might even be will not be a loss. Will be no pickup, though. Clock is still rolling here inside Griffin Stadium. Similar formation here for Southwest. They'll just flip it. Young, he's got to find someone to get this ball to. Able to split a man, split 2 men. And he is ran out of bounds once again for a loss. And Young, it feels like he's not getting a whole lot of help out there. Yeah, huge loss there that time. Now it's 3rd and 15 here. 3rd and long now. Another 3rd and long for Little Rock Southwest. Christian's looking to three out them once again. Young able to find his way out of the pocket. He's definitely got a big pickup here across the 31st down for Little Rock Southwest. And, man, Young is just finding holes in the Little Rock Christian defense, able to pick up another gain there, but there is a flag on the play. It is a flag on Southwest. So here we go. 1st and 10 now. A ball out around the 37-yard line. Trips to the left for Young here. Young going to look to get that one across the middle. It is no good. Incomplete. Seems very disappointed on that incompletion. I tried to get that ball out to TJ Smith. It was unsuccessful to the senior. Now 2nd and 10 here. Is up the middle, but he is dropped quickly by, I think, the nose guard of the Little Rock Christian defense. DJ Williamson, the junior. Defensive lineman able to come up with the stop there. Makes it 3rd and 15. Twins on either side here for Southwest. Can Young finally find a man deep right side? It is caught, though. Big time catch. The pass will be completed that time. Able to get that out to number 10, Jalen Hanna. Excuse me, it was number 18 on the reception there, Barton. One of the junior wide receivers, able to catch that football, able to move the chains for Little Rock Southwest. Still down 3 possessions here. There you go. That is a big-time handoff to their big running back. That's a really solid gain there for Robert Cooper once again. Less than 5:10 to go here in the first half at Griffin Stadium in Little Rock, Arkansas. Southwest still here with the football offensively. Cooper once again another rush. My goodness, he had 2 Warriors on him. He was crushing one in his face. He had one in his back. What a pickup that time. Another monster rush for Robert Cooper. Cooper was dragging Warriors with him for that first down. 1st and 10 once again. Southwest now, they're finally really starting to move the football like they've been needing to. Handoff once again to Cooper. Cooper will be stopped, though, that time, and he is put back. Clock still rolling, less than 4 to go. Still 2nd and 10 here. Looks like we got some penalties. It's going to be an offsides on the defense there that time. And I think it's that nose guard. Yeah, I was fixing to say. They called a penalty on an offsides on the Warriors, but didn't move the football. So now 2nd and 5 here for Southwest. Deep right side. Can he get this catch? He wanted it. And uncompleted that time. Incompleted for Pennington. Pennington no good with the catch. Ball was a little bit too far for him to even get it. There's 3:36 left to go in this first half. Handoff once again to Cooper. Cooper has amazing blocks that time for a huge pickup for the Griffins. Handoff once again to Cooper. Cooper's going left with it now. And again, another big pickup. That's probably about a little over a 5-yard pickup. Southwest moving the football extremely well on this drive. Handoff once again to Cooper. I mean, if it don't broke, don't fix it. And that's what's been working for him in this possession. As the in-house scoreboard keeps going in and out. Here we go. Handoff up the middle to Cooper. Cooper is stopped, though, pretty quickly. Not sure if he's going to get the first down. And it will be a first down for Southwest. Still a minute 30, a little under a minute 30 in this first half. Southwest, I mean, it's 1st and goal. They got the opportunity to punch some points into the end zone. They have got to get it on this play. They only have a minute 20. Cooper up the middle. Cooper has got room. Fight for his life. Back to the crib is Southwest. And I can hear almost everyone in this press box for Southwest go crazy. Their minds are blown as they just scored over Little Rock Christian here. It is 21 Christian, Little Rock Southwest 6. Able to punch it in with a minute 13 left. I'm not sure if it's a flag called because there is no flags on the field. Maybe they just want to re-kick it. Bad snap. Can he get it out towards his left, though? He's going to take it into the end zone himself for a 2-point conversion. So a bad snap turns into extra points. It is a Little Rock Southwest 8 to Little Rock Christians 21 here on the Central Sports Network. October 21st for a 7 p.m. kickoff in the state of Tennessee. It is Mumford versus Memphis Central for the District 5 championship, their version of their rivals' bowl game in a way. So that ought to be a really fun game. That is next week on the Central Sports Network. About a minute 13 left here in this game, or in this first half, excuse me. Little Rock Southwest finally able to punch some points in, and able to make this a competitive ball game. 21, Little Rock Christian, Little Rock Southwest 8. We know how offensively, though, Little Rock Christian's been. I mean, they've just been a powerhouse offensively. Little Rock Southwest, they've got to come up with a big defensive stop or at least hold them for the next minute 06. Robinson at the quarterback, deep left bomb to left field, but that one, no good. Intended receiver was Pierce Pickens, the junior wide receiver. Thought it was a great choice to get it out, throw it up in the air, but not able to find his target. Kind of a low snap. He'll find a man. He is hit hard, though, and I'm not sure if he had dropped the ball, as he did. It was a catch for Little Rock Christian, but then he dropped the ball there. That was Connor Smith who had dropped the ball. So now we'll make it 3rd and 10 here. Seems like we've got some kind of timeout. We'll go ahead and still stay live here on the Central Sports Network. Again, Little Rock Christian 21 to Little Rock Southwest is 8. A lot of great games in the state of Arkansas taking place today. And I think we've got a very underrated one here on the Central Sports Network. A lot of things going on for CSN. I mean, next Monday we'll be in Wynne, Arkansas for the Class 4A state tournament for the sport of volleyball. Very excited to cover another Arkansas 4A state tournament. Again, that is between Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, all live. Every single game taking place on the Central Sports Network. So less than a minute here, 54 seconds to be exact, left in this first half. Little Rock Christian with the football. It is 3rd and 10 here, though. Kind of a low snap for Robinson. Robinson will be pushed out of bounds, probably about 5 yards shy of the first down. Excuse me, about 6 yards shy of that first down. And that will force a 4th down. Here we go here. Up for the punt. Well, they extend their receivers out. They will punt this one away. And a solid punt. Some good bounces, but will bounce out. Ball will be set up shop for Little Rock Southwest. So we won't have a whole lot of time. Only about 36 seconds on this last drive of the first half. Like ball will be set up at the 32 here. So trips to the left, a single slot on the right side for Young. Young in the backfield. Trying to find his way out of the pocket, will be sacked though. And coming up with that sack is Carlisle, the sophomore tight end / linebacker. And another timeout for Little Rock Southwest. We will take a break here. So 21 Little Rock Christian, Little Rock Southwest. It is 8. We'll be right back.
Students who participate in activities or athletics at school graduate at a rate of 99% compared to 89% of those who do not participate.
GPAs are higher, attendance is better, disciplinary referrals are less, and ACT scores are higher. Yet despite the dramatic statistical and intangible benefits of participating, only 46% of students at AAA schools participate in extracurricular activities.
Identify students that are not involved in any activities in your school and pursue ways to facilitate participation because participation matters.
Remember, participation in education-based athletics and activities.
Young tried to get that one deep out towards his right side out of the air, and that one picked off. So Christian will have the ball back here. They've got about 22 seconds left in this first half. Trips to the right side, single slot on the left for Robinson. Robinson across the middle. That one broke up, though, and stopped from number 42 of Little Rock Southwest. That was Hector on the stop, the junior for Southwest. Well, they had a flag, but they're going to wave it off. We'll still make it 2nd and 10 here. Robinson here. Does not find a man. Another big stop there. A flag is thrown, though. And I'm not sure if it's going to be excessive taunting or excessive celebration. That's actually going to be on the offense. As we do got Little Rock Southwest coaches to the right press box of us, so if you do hear some language, we do apologize. I've got a lot of motivation. At the end of the day, you love to hear it. Kind of a low snap once again. As a quarterback keep for Robinson. Robinson, though, is stopped big. As that is how time will expire. Little Rock Christian, they lead, but not by a whole lot. And Christian had a really good first half, kind of slowed down in the second half. Little Rock Southwest had a slow first half, but they have really picked it up in this second half here. It is Little Rock Christian Academy 21 to Little Rock Southwest is 8. We will take a small break. Southwest has got their homecoming, so they're going to do all their homecoming festivities. We're going to take a small break here on the Central Sports Network. When we return, we'll talk about this first half and how it's all played out. Christian 21, Little Rock Southwest 8 on CSN.
Without our officials, school sports would just be recess. Officiating requires hard work and dedication long before stepping on the field or court.
Arkansas high school officials aren't professional officials. Men and women across the state officiate for the love of the game. They officiate because they understand the profound impact sports have on students.
Almost half of high school officials felt unsafe or feared for their safety due to unsporting behavior of coaches, fans, and participants.
These men and women officiate our games in service to the game and our student athletes, and they deserve to be treated better. Without them, we couldn't play.
Join us and support our high school officials, and remember, participation in education-based athletics is more about winning than losing. It's about learning.
For students, the strong emotions and pressures associated with playing sports and participating in competitive activities can be difficult to cope with.
22% of high school students seriously consider attempting suicide, and 10% actually attempted suicide.
Sadly, many athletes want to receive help but don't because of stigmas surrounding mental health problems. It's okay to talk about it. Find someone to share how you are feeling.
We must learn to talk about mental health more freely and treat it like physical health. Let's talk about it. It's okay.
Students who participate in activities or athletics at school graduate at a rate of 99% compared to 89% of those who do not participate.
GPAs are higher, attendance is better, disciplinary referrals are less, and ACT scores are higher. Yet despite the dramatic statistical and intangible benefits of participating, only 46% of students at AAA schools participate in extracurricular activities.
Identify students that are not involved in any activities in your school and pursue ways to facilitate participation because participation matters.
Remember, participation in education-based athletics and activities is about more than winning and losing, it's about learning. How we treat each other matters. An overwhelming majority of Americans view the erosion of civility in human interaction today as a major problem.
Research indicates high schools and athletic contests are two of the areas most lacking in civility. Civility requires positive acts of respect, courtesy, and kindness that lift people up.
In education-based activities and athletics, at our games and in our hallways, civility matters. How we treat others matters.
Remember, participation in education-based athletics and activities is about more than winning and losing. It's about learning.
Without our officials, school sports would just be recess. Officiating requires hard work and dedication long before stepping on the field or court.
Arkansas high school officials aren't professional officials. Men and women across the state officiate for the love of the game. They officiate because they understand the profound impact sports have on students.
Almost half of high school officials felt unsafe or feared for their safety due to unsporting behavior of coaches, fans, and participants.
These men and women officiate our games in service to the game and our student athletes, and they deserve to be treated better. Without them, we couldn't play.
Join us and support our high school officials, and remember, participation in education-based athletics is more about winning than losing. It's about learning.
Students who participate in activities or athletics at school graduate at a rate of 99% compared to 89% of those who do not participate.
GPAs are higher, attendance is better, disciplinary referrals are less, and ACT scores are higher. Yet despite the dramatic statistical and intangible benefits of participating, only 46% of students at AAA schools participate in extracurricular activities.
Identify students that are not involved in any activities in your school and pursue ways to facilitate participation because participation matters.
Remember, participation in education-based athletics and activities is about more than winning and losing. It's about learning. For students, the strong emotions and pressures associated with playing sports and participating in competitive activities can be difficult to cope with.
22% of high school students seriously consider attempting suicide, and 10% actually attempted suicide.
Sadly, many athletes want to receive help but don't because of stigmas surrounding mental health problems. It's okay to talk about it. Find someone to share how you are feeling.
We must learn to talk about mental health more freely and treat it like physical health. Let's talk about it. It's okay.
Without our officials, school sports would just be recess. Officiating requires hard work and dedication long before stepping on the field or court.
Arkansas high school officials aren't professional officials. Men and women across the state officiate for the love of the game. They officiate because they understand the profound impact sports have on students.
Almost half of high school officials felt unsafe or feared for their safety due to unsporting behavior of coaches, fans, and participants.
These men and women officiate our games in service to the game and our student athletes, and they deserve to be treated better. Without them, we couldn't play.
Join us and support our high school officials, and remember, participation in education-based athletics is more about winning than losing. It's about learning.
As we welcome you, back inside the campus of Little Rock Southwest High School here at Griffin Stadium. It is Little Rock Christian 21, to Little Rock Southwest's 8 here on the Central Sports Network. We appreciate you all for joining us. If you're watching us via youtube.com/Central Sports Network or facebook.com/Central Sports Network or facebook.com/Next Up Sports. We do appreciate you all for your viewership. So far, Christian leads 21 to Little Rock Southwest's 8. Well, I guess while I've got the time, we can talk about the 7A Central standings and as they sit. Of course, the Bryant Hornets, undefeated in the state of Arkansas, a top 25 team nationally. They currently sit 7-0, 4-0 in conference play. Followed by them is Conway with a 6-1 record, followed with them also undefeated in conference, 4-0. Little Rock Christian follows Conway at the number 3 spot, 5-2 overall, 3-1 in conference play. Followed by them is Pulaski Academy, 2-5 overall, 2-2 in conference play. Cabot then sits at a 2-5 overall record, also 2-2 in conference play. North Little Rock, a 2-5 overall record, 1-3 in conference play. Little Rock Central, 2-5 overall, 0-4 in conference play, and the Little Rock Southwest is at the bottom currently of the 7A Central standings, 0-7 overall, 0-4 overall. If they're able to pull out the upset tonight, they will not only get their first win of the season, but they will quite literally shock the entire state of Arkansas if they're able to pull out the win against Little Rock Christian Academy. Little Rock Christian, they actually are back home for their last 2 games of the season with Conway and then Pulaski Academy. Little Rock Southwest will be on the road at Pulaski Academy next week, and then they will end their season at Little Rock Central November 7th. So, again, currently Little Rock Christian 21, Little Rock Southwest 8. Kind of feels like the main stories was the explosive first quarter that Little Rock Christian had and the slow first quarter that Little Rock Southwest had, and then the explosive second quarter that Little Rock Southwest had compared to Little Rock Christian's kind of lackluster second quarter there. Should be an interesting second half here, so very excited to see on how the rest of this game could play. I mean, who knows? We could see a huge upset tonight in Little Rock. Little Rock Southwest is still currently doing their homecoming festivities, and I think they're about to sing the fight song. So we'll take a small break here. It is Little Rock Christian Academy 21, Little Rock Southwest 8, live here on the Central Sports Network.
Without our officials, school sports would just be recess. Officiating requires hard work and dedication long before stepping on the field or court.
Arkansas high school officials aren't professional officials. Men and women across the state officiate for the love of the game. They officiate because they understand the profound impact sports have on students.
Almost half of high school officials felt unsafe or feared for their safety due to unsporting behavior of coaches, fans, and participants.
These men and women officiate our games in service to the game and our student athletes, and they deserve to be treated better. Without them, we could have left.
Join us and support our high school officials, and remember, participation in education-based athletics is more about winning than losing. It's about learning.
For students, the strong emotions and pressures associated with playing sports and participating in competitive activities can be difficult to cope with.
22% of high school students seriously consider attempting suicide, and 10% actually attempted suicide.
Sadly, many athletes want to receive help but don't because of stigmas surrounding mental health problems. It's okay to talk about it. Find someone to share how you are feeling.
We must learn to talk about mental health more freely and treat it like physical health. Let's talk about it. It's okay.
Students who participate in activities or athletics at school graduate at a rate of 99% compared to 89% of those who do not participate.
GPAs are higher, attendance is better, disciplinary referrals are less, and ACT scores are higher. Yet despite the dramatic statistical and intangible benefits of participating, only 46% of students at AAA schools participate in extracurricular activities.
Identify students that are not involved in any activities in your school and pursue ways to facilitate participation because participation matters.
Remember, participation in education-based athletics and activities is about more than winning and losing, it's about learning. How we treat each other matters. An overwhelming majority of Americans view the erosion of civility in human interaction today as a major.
Research indicates high schools and athletic contests are two of the areas most lacking in civility. Civility requires positive acts of respect, courtesy, and kindness that lift people up.
In education-based activities and athletics, at our games and in our hallways, civility matters. How we treat others matters.
Remember, participation in education-based athletics and activities is about more than winning and losing. It's about learning.
Without our officials, school sports would just be recess. Officiating requires hard work and dedication long before stepping on the field or court.
Arkansas high school officials aren't professional officials. Men and women across the state officiate for the love of the game. They officiate because they understand the profound impact sports have on students.
Almost half of high school officials felt unsafe or feared for their safety due to unsporting behavior of coaches, fans, and participants.
These men and women officiate our games in service to the game and our student athletes, and they deserve to be treated better. Without them, we couldn't play.
Join us and support our high school officials, and remember, participation in education-based athletics is more about winning and losing. It's about learning.
Students who participate in activities or athletics at school graduate at a rate of 99% compared to 89% of those who do not participate.
GPAs are higher, attendance is better, disciplinary referrals are less, and ACT scores are higher. Yet despite the dramatic statistical and intangible benefits of participating, only 46% of students at AAA schools participate in extracurricular activities.
Identify students that are not involved in any activities in your school and pursue ways to facilitate participation because participation matters.
Remember, participation in education-based athletics and activities is about more than winning and losing, it's about learning. For students, the strong emotions and pressures associated with playing sports and participating in competitive activities can be difficult to cope with.
22% of high school students seriously consider attempting suicide, and 10% actually attempted suicide.
Sadly, many athletes want to receive help but don't because of stigmas surrounding mental health problems. It's okay to talk about it. Find someone to share how you are feeling.
We must learn to talk about mental health more freely and treat it like physical health. Let's talk about it. It's okay.
Without our officials, school sports would just be recess. Officiating requires hard work and dedication long before stepping on the field or court.
Arkansas high school officials aren't professional officials. Men and women across the state officiate for the love of the game. They officiate because they understand the profound impact sports have on students.
Almost half of high school officials felt unsafe or feared for their safety due to unsporting behavior of coaches, fans, and participants.
These men and women officiate our games in service to the game and our student athletes, and they deserve to be treated better. Without them, we couldn't play.
Join us and support our high school officials, and remember, participation in education-based athletics is more about winning and losing. It's about learning.
As we welcome you back inside Griffin Stadium on the campus of Little Rock Southwest High School here, Alex Gallion back here for the Central Sports Network to start out this second half here as Little Rock Christian currently leads the Little Rock Southwest Griffins 21-8 here as Christian started off with the ball first in the first quarter. So Little Rock Southwest will start out with the ball here in this second half. As we're getting ready for this second half kick. Big kick. They will not let it go back into the end zone. They will take it. He's got a lot of room. He is fighting for it. He's trying to rip that football away from him, but a huge pickup. Huge reception on that time. So they will start out here at the 39-yard line is where Little Rock Southwest will set up shop here to start out this second half of action. Once again, Young at quarterback. Hand off to their big guy, Robert Cooper. Cooper will be stopped, though, very, very quickly once he touched the ball. Little Rock Christian, a top 25 team in the state of Arkansas this year. For how much of a tough conference they play in this year, they really haven't had a bad year, sitting third in the conference currently. Playoffs are still very much possible for Christian. As Young going to look to send this one to the right side. It is caught down the sideline. Stopped, though, and a great catch from Mario Maxwell once again. Maxwell's been one of their guys offensively tonight. Seen a lot of receptions. Gained a lot of yards for Southwest. And another big pickup. Ooh, kind of almost he wanted to hand off to Cooper. I'm not sure if Cooper had read it wrong or if that was a purpose of that play, but either way, it ended up working for him. So really solid pickup. Will be 2nd and 3 here. Once again, same formation out here for Southwest. This time a handoff to Cooper. Cooper, decent pickup that time. It will be enough to move the chains, though, so a first down for Southwest here. Southwest really doing a great job moving this football here to start out this third quarter. Handoff to Cooper, but they're going to draw the play dead. So they'll call a penalty, it seems like, on Southwest. So it will be 1st and 15 here. They're going to bring a guy from the sideline in. It seems like we got a timeout called from Little Rock Southwest and Coach Lewis. So we'll take a small break here on the Central Sports Network. It is Little Rock Christian 21, Little Rock Southwest 8 here on CSM. As we welcome you back inside the campus of Little Rock Southwest High School here at Griffin Stadium. Returning to third quarter action here on CSN. Once again, another handoff to Cooper. Only about a 2-yard pickup on that one. We'll make it 2nd and 13 here. Twins to either side for Young. Young in the pocket, having to go out towards his right side. Will be forced to throw that one out of bounds as a lot of pressure from that Little Rock Christian defense. Will now make it 2nd and 13 here. No, excuse me. That's what it should be 3rd and 13. They had it as 2nd and 13 in the in-house. So 3rd and 13 here. Trips to the left for Young. Single slot on his right. Maybe looking to get this one across the air, cross deep middle. That one is caught. I'm not sure. it is out of bounds. So the interception will not count. I didn't want to complete my sentence because I had a feeling that he was out of bounds there. Unfortunate if you're Little Rock Christian, but fortunate if you're Southwest, you'll get another chance here on 4th and 13. Same formation out here for Young at the quarterback helm. He is under a lot of pressure. He is forced to throw that out of bounds. So turnover on downs for Little Rock Southwest. Little Rock Christian coming back here on offense, as Christian had kind of had a slow second quarter defensively. They really picked it up here in the start out this third quarter on Southwest's first drive of the second half. So they're back out here on offense, looking to put more pressure on Southwest here. We know Christian has been such a dominant threat offensively all year. Southwest got to be careful on this play. Handoff up the middle. Big time chunk of yards on that play for number 27 of Little Rock Christian, Jackson Ward, on the big carry for a first down and some for Christian. Twins on the right, single slot on the left for Robinson. Will hand off to Ward. Ward will break. Looks like he broke a tackle there, or at least got around the D line. Able to pick up another first down. 2 back-to-back first downs for Ward. Ward has just been so good on the ground all year long. It's been fun to watch him this year. Robinson, handoff to Ward once again. Ward will split a man. He is down the middle, and he is being swarmed, dogpiled, but another first down for Little Rock Christian. 3 carries, 3 first downs in this drive. .744 left to go here in this third quarter. Twins on the left, they single slot on the right side for Robinson. Robinson will hand off once again to Jackson Ward. Jackson Ward up the middle, trying to spin, but stopped. Again, another great pickup. Will be about 3 yards shy of the first down. It's his 4th carry in this drive. He's had 4 carries for, I think, a little under 40 yards on those 4 carries. Trips to the right side, and Robinson will keep it himself, trying to create room on the outside. Will run out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Another big pickup and another first down for Little Rock Christian. Kind of a trips to the right here. We'll have a man in motion there. That is Connor Smith in motion. Handoff once again to Jackson Ward. Ward will break a man, will break a second man. That's a big stiff arm. Finally stopped, though. For about a 5-yard pickup that time. Huge stiff arm that time from Ward. And off once again to Jackson Ward. Ward will bust through people to get in the end zone. Little Rock Christian will find another way to get back to the crib here as they will extend this lead here, 27-8 now. Jackson Ward has, my goodness, his ground game has just been phenomenal tonight so far. Kick is good for the extra point. We'll make it Little Rock Christian 28 to Little Rock Southwest's 8, live here on the Central Sports Network.
For students, the strong emotions and pressures associated with playing sports and participating in competitive activities can be difficult to cope with.
22% of high school students seriously consider attempting suicide, and 10% actually attempted suicide.
Sadly, many athletes want to receive help but don't because of stigmas surrounding mental health problems. It's okay to talk about it. Find someone to share how you are feeling.
We must learn to talk about mental health more freely and treat it like physical health. Let's talk about it. It's okay.
As we welcome you back on the campus of Little Rock Southwest High School. It is Little Rock Christian 28 to Little Rock Southwest is 8 here. Still a decently close game here in this third quarter. Southwest still has plenty of time to try to come back and pull out the upset over a top 25 ranked team in Little Rock Christian. Runs out of bounds around that 21-yard line, so that is where Little Rock Southwest will set up shop here. Once again, Alex Gallion up here in the broadcast position tonight. Logan Gilly producing as well. It's been a fun night so far in Little Rock. A fun past 2 weeks in Little Rock, actually, because we were at War Memorial last week. We'll be in Munford, Tennessee next week. We'll finish out the season back at War Memorial Stadium for Camden, Fairview, and Parkview. So much going on here at CSN we have to talk about, especially as this game goes on. Solid pickup for Young that time. About a 3-yard pickup. Excuse me, probably about a 4-yard pickup for Southwest. Trips to the left here for Young. He's going to have a single slot on his right side. Little Rock Christian will shift defensively. Young back in the backfield. And he is stopped and dropped. And he will be sacked on that play. Sacked from number 46 of Little Rock Christian. Carlisle once again with another sack tonight. His second, I believe, of the night. Defensively, Little Rock Christian's been dominant in this third quarter after having a slow second quarter. Look to go out towards his right. Can he find a man? Big time stop, though, from Little Rock Christian. And it was number 6, Malachi, who was able to get his body in in front of that football to stop that catch. And once again will force another 4th down for Southwest. Again, number 50, Aaron Clay, the senior, up to punt this one away. That one's blocked. The punt is blocked. I'm not sure who's going to recover it, who got on top of it first. I think Christian got it. They did. We've got a down Southwest player. He's able to get back up. He's limping on that right ankle, it seems like. Yeah, that ankle does not look good. Can't tell if that's a right ankle or maybe a lower knee, or a lower right knee issue. Definitely looks like he's in some pain from up here. So here we go. Little Rock Christian back in the red zone here. Looking to extend this lead on them. Kind of a low snap for Robinson. Robinson will find another man back into the end zone to the house as Little Rock Christian. And flag is thrown for taunting. That is going to be taunting on Ryan Burkett, the man who had scored that touchdown. He had pointed at the ground to an opposite Southwest player. That will go down as a targeting, or excuse me, that will go down as an excessive celebration. A great slant route that Ryan Burkett had ran there. Phenomenal route, able to create space from his defender and able to find his way back into the house to pick up another 6 for Christian. It is 34 Little Rock Christian, Little Rock Southwest 8 here. As the senior Whitecap official talking with Coach Lewis. Trying to decipher the play here, or decipher what happened on that last play. And I thought it would be an excessive celebration on Christian. Unfortunately, you can't hear the Whitecap in here. Well, they will look to kick this extra point. As the extra point will be good for Little Rock Christian. So the Warriors, they will lead Little Rock Southwest here 35-8 as CSN will return from Little Rock, Arkansas in just a moment.
For students, the strong emotions and pressures associated with playing sports and participating in competitive activities can be difficult to cope with.
22% of high school students seriously consider attempting suicide, and 10% actually attempted suicide.
Sadly, many athletes want to receive help but don't because of stigmas surrounding mental health problems. It's okay to talk about it. Find someone to share how you are feeling.
We must learn to talk about mental health more freely and treat it like physical health. Let's talk about it. It's okay.
The Central Sports Network is a proud broadcast partner of the Arkansas Activities Association, and with that partnership, that means CSN will be back for a state tournament, this time with the sport of volleyball, as next week, starting Monday, CSN will be in Wynne, Arkansas, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for the Class 4A Centennial Bank State Volleyball Tournament, all live on the Central Sports Network. All games will be covered by us and will be free to watch. A onside kick there for Little Rock Christian with 4:27 left in this third quarter. As we start back out here, Southwest with the football. Twins on either side. We'll have Maxwell in motion. Maxwell will actually get the handoff here. Trying to cut across that defense, and he is stopped, but a decent pickup that time. Weren't able to get that ball out of bounds, so the clock is rolling. We'll have Twins to the left, a single slot on the right side. Young, maybe looking to air this one out, will go out towards his left. Can pick up a block at least, and is hit hard. My goodness. A big-time smack from Martin. Martin with a huge tackle on Young. Young surprisingly able to get up quickly after being hit really, really hard just then. Oh, bad snap, low snap, but we're going to call it dead. Oh, it's a penalty on Southwest. Southwest will be forced to move 5 yards back. Oh, they got blitz here. Able to find his way out of it and able to slide. Young able to make nothing out of something. A ball at the 44 here. As Christian's eager to blitz here. Young will find one of his receivers, but he drops the football. And a big stop there from Malachi, able to come up with that stop there. Ball was intended out for TJ Smith of Southwest. And he is no good on the catch. We'll make it 3rd and 10 here. Southwest and Young getting his calls from Coach Lewis. Young here, big 3rd down. We'll get this one out towards the middle. It is no good as well intended that time for Mario Maxwell. We'll force a 4th down here. Christian has really stepped up defensively in this second half. That is back-to-back 3-and-outs for Southwest. As it's 4th down here, and it looks like they're going to keep the offense out. Why not at this point? Trips to the right, single slot on the left for Young. Young will have Cooper to his close left, but obviously Young going to look to throw this one out, though, but it's stopped big. Turnover on downs, and Little Rock Christian comes up with the sack. Blake, the sophomore, able to stop Young, comes up with the sack. So another 3 and out. Well, I guess you could call that one a 4 and out on Southwest. That clock will stop at 2:01 here in the 3rd quarter. Christian now back out here with the football. Have a lower snap. Ball was dropped. I'm not sure if it was fumbled or if it was just not secured properly. But there is a flag on the play. And it could go on a Southwest player. I did see some tussles between the back safety line. Fortunately, if you're Christian, that fumble didn't really cost you. Yeah. Unsportsmanlike conduct, as it will be called on Southwest. That is a big play. So that's a 15-yard pickup. So that will make it a 1st down and some. We'll make it 1st and 10 now. Ball at around the 38-yard line. There we go. Kind of a low snap once again. Play is blown dead. Christian, if they score one more time, we'll make it a mercy rule here at Griffith Stadium. Twins to the right, single slot on the left for Robinson. Robinson still at the quarterback position. He's done a really, really great job this game. Kind of a low snap once again. That one crossed the middle, is picked off. Picked off from number 41 of Little Rock Southwest. What a play from Kevin Matson Jr. on the interception. He is down, though. After getting the interception, he's down, and he hasn't moved a whole lot. So we'll go ahead and we'll take a break here on the Central Sports Network. Welcome you back to the city of Little Rock here in the great state of Arkansas. Little Rock Christian 35, Little Rock Southwest 8, and Robinson of Little Rock Christian just threw an interception. So Little Rock Southwest will have another chance here in this 3rd quarter with about 1:42 left. Try to get some points in here and try to cut this lead that Christians had on them this whole game. Trips to the right for Young, a single slot on the left. Young will look to roll to his right. Can he find a man? He does. It is caught. Big time catch for Mario Maxwell once again for the 1st down for Southwest. This could be the momentum swing that Southwest needed after that interception. Able to find his way out of the pocket. No, he is dropped. Number 45 comes up. Number 46 of Little Rock Christian able to come up with that stop. Carlisle once again on a stop. Less than 40 as this clock is rolling in here at Griffin Stadium. Big time play here. As Young has got a lot of speed, will pick up the first down for Little Rock Southwest after calling his own number there. Again, another big play for Braylon Young. Young's had a lot of game-changing plays in this game, as that will end the third quarter. It is Little Rock Christian 35 to Little Rock Southwest is 8, live here on the Central Sports Network.
For students, the strong emotions and pressures associated with playing sports and participating in competitive activities can be difficult to cope with.
22% of high school students seriously consider attempting suicide, and 10% actually attempted suicide.
Sadly, many athletes want to receive help but don't because of stigmas surrounding mental health problems. It's okay to talk about it. Find someone to share how you are feeling.
We must learn to talk about mental health more freely and treat it like physical health. Let's talk about it. It's okay.
As we welcome you back inside Griffin Stadium on the campus of Little Rock Southwest High School. Friday Night Lights here on CSN. It is the Warriors 35 to the Griffins 8 so far. And Little Rock Southwest still with the football here after picking up a huge first down from Braylon Young. Young will roll out to his left once again, though. Almost stopped in the backfield. Can he find a man? As that one thrown in double coverage, no good. Very risky throw from Young there. I mean, he really didn't have much of a choice. Here we go here, Young. Can he make a play happen? Not sure if that was caught in bounds. And I don't think it was. That one technically incompleted out of bounds. It was caught, but here you go, twins on either side. No, excuse me. We'll have trips on the left, a single slot on the right side. Probably looking to throw this one out deep as it's 3rd and 10 here. But a flag is thrown, so an offsides, I believe, on Christian. No, it seems to be a penalty on Southwest. That could have just been an offsides on Southwest. Same formation out here. Trips to the left, a single slot on the right here for Braylon Young. Young went for the fake handoff. Will look to try to find a man, and that one almost picked off from Little Rock Christian. Almost picked off from Connor Davis. Davis almost got a hand on us and will force fourth down for Southwest. As once again, Southwest is going to keep the offense out here on fourth down. And this is 4th and 15. As looks like we've got a timeout called from Coach Lewis of Little Rock Southwest. It is the Griffins. They are down 8 to Little Rock Christian's 35 here on the Central Sports Network. Welcome you back to Little Rock Southwest High School as they take on Little Rock Christian Academy Warriors, a 7A Central matchup, conference matchup here in the state of Arkansas. Southwest currently 4th and 10. Now it says 4th and 15. Excuse me. It says 4th and 10 on the in-house board, but they are definitely 4th and 15 here. It is trips to the left, a single slot on the right. This is a huge play coming up. As a flag is thrown here, they come up with the sack. Ball actually came loose, but again, another flag. There's a penalty on South Side, so Coach will decline it. Little Rock Christian will go back on offense. Little Rock Christian back here on offense once again. Trips to the right, a single slot on the left for Eli Robinson. Robinson here. Ooh, he is stopped quickly, though. Big time stop for Southwest. Able to quickly come up with the tackle on number 40, the sophomore, Smith. Ground game's worked extremely well for Little Rock Christian Academy in this game. Not that play, though. Same formation that Robertson is going to keep out here. Handoff that time to Smith. Smith with about a 3-yard pickup. .05 left to go here in this fourth quarter here in the great city of Little Rock, the Natural State's capital tonight. Robertson going to look to go deep left field. Almost caught. That would have been another big pickup and another big touchdown for Christian. That one unsuccessful, though, to number 4, Pierce Pickens. Pickens got extremely close to getting that touchdown. That would have been Incredible play. As that does force 4th and 11 here. As if they're going for a long field goal here. Could be blocked. I'm not sure if this field goal will be good, as it does seem to be good. So a 35-point lead for Little Rock Christian. It is 38 Little Rock Christian, Little Rock Southwest, 8 here on the Central Sports Network.
Without our officials, school sports would just be recess. Officiating requires hard work and dedication long before stepping on the field or court.
Arkansas high school officials aren't professional officials. Men and women across the state officiate for the love of the game. They officiate because they understand the profound impact sports have on students.
Almost half of high school officials felt unsafe or feared for their safety due to unsporting behavior of coaches, fans, and participants.
These men and women officiate our games in service to the game and our student athletes, and they deserve to be treated better. Without them, we couldn't play.
Join us and support our high school officials, and remember, participation in education-based athletics is more about winning than losing. It's about learning.
It's a 30-point lead if you are just joining us via youtube.com/Central Sports Network or facebook.com/Central Sports Network or Next Up Sports. A 30-point lead for Little Rock Christian, and what a competitive game it honestly has been tonight. As they touch back for Southwest, they're going to let it roll into the end zone. As again, it is the fourth quarter, 9:40 left to go in this fourth quarter. Southwest, they have got to find their way into the end zone on this play. Hand off to Cooper once again. Cooper with another big drive. Cooper's done a really great job. He's had a good game on the ground tonight. Excuse me, that was Tyler Jackson on the carry. That's the first time we've seen Jackson carry the football tonight. That was a really solid pickup. Southwest's ground game hasn't been terrible tonight. They've gotten a lot of third down conversions tonight. Young looking to air this one deep towards the middle. That one is picked off from Gabe. Gabe out across the 30, 20, 25, 15, 10, 5, all the way back to the house. A pick six for Little Rock Christian. The Warriors look to extend their lead, but seems like we've got a penalty call. Not sure if there is a flag. Don't see any flags on the field. But they have not added his touchdown into the scoreboard. The officials are talking. It is a touchdown, so Little Rock Christian does pick up the touchdown here. So now Little Rock Christian will extend their lead 44-8 here. As we have officially entered Mercy. Coming up for the extra point here. That extra point is good for Little Rock Christian. So the score, Warriors 45, Griffins 8, live here on the Central Sports Network.
Students who participate in activities or athletics at school graduate at a rate of 99% compared to 89% of those who do not participate.
GPAs are higher, attendance is better, disciplinary referrals are less, and ACT scores are higher. Yet despite the dramatic statistical and intangible benefits of participating, only 46% of students at AAA schools participate in extracurricular activities.
Identify students that are not involved in any activities in your school and pursue ways to facilitate participation because participation matters.
Remember, participation in education-based athletics and activities is about more than winning and losing, it's about learning.
Welcome you back to the home of the Griffins here on the campus of Little Rock Southwest High School. A touchback off of Little Rock Christian's kick. As, ladies and gentlemen, this clock is rolling. We've got less than 9 minutes now in this fourth and final quarter. Great fun night it's been here in Little Rock. As football is not in it for us. Still 2 games on our schedule this year, but we start out with a 4A volleyball tournament starting Monday afternoon. I think games will start out at 12. So 4 games for the first 2 days, and then the semifinals will be live on the Central Sports Network this Wednesday on CSN. Another big carry. Oh, a huge carry. Ran out of bounds at around 44. Another big carry once again for Little Rock Southwest. Southwest is, I've mentioned it time and time before, but their ground game is kind of solid this year. At least in this game, it's been really, really fun to watch as Southwest was called back for a penalty. I'm not sure what the penalty is. There is a single flag on the field. Yeah, they definitely got called back. Called back 5 yards, so. It is first and forever here for Southwest. It's kind of a dog pile. .640 left to go here in this fourth quarter. Here is second and forever now. Young will keep it, airing this one deep left side. Almost caught once again for Mario Maxwell. Still great coverage, though, from Connor Johnson, the sophomore from Little Rock Christian. Had deep, great coverage from the cornerback position. Listed as that wide receiver defensive back. There's less than 6 now to go. Young, can he find a man this time? That one no good as well. Intended receiver, I believe that was number 13. Clinton Harris, the junior wide receiver, no good on the catch. And that does make it 4th down. So we'll have to bring out the punt team. Last time they punted the ball, Christian actually blocked it, and they're deep in their own territory. So don't want to try to prevent another block punt if possible. And of course, it's Aaron Clay up to punt this one off. Solid punt. That one will be punted out of bounds at around the 40-yard line. Little Rock Christian's offense will come back out to the field. This clock is still rolling, so really not. Might have one final drive. As the Little Rock Christian offense back out here. Then I got someone different at quarterback. Number 21, Sawyer Henry, is at the quarterback position, listed as a wide receiver. We'll just hand that one off to number 40, Smith. I tell you this, man, Southwest, they may have been losing all of tonight, but that band is still just as loud as ever. Hand off to Smith up the middle. Smith will not pick up much of anything on that play. Less than 3 here. Trips to the right here. Single slot on the left. Sawyer Henry at quarterback, rolling to his right. Flag is thrown. Can he find a man? As he does. Pass was caught from Cruz. So a holding call on the Little Rock Christian offense. I will force them to go back, and we'll set up 3rd and 10 here. Or excuse me, 3rd and what seems like forever, 3rd and 20. This clock might expire before they can't convert on this first down here. We'll just hand it off to Smith. Smith with a really big pickup. He will pick up a first down and some. 20-15-10. Ran out of bounds at around the 8-yard line. Just out of nowhere. A burst of energy with Smith there. That'll make it a 1st and goal. Less than 50 seconds here. Less than 30 seconds now, and yeah, they'll knee it out, and that's a respectable thing to do here. And again, Little Rock Christian with a dominant performance tonight. as they will win this game. Final score, Little Rock Christian 45, Little Rock Southwest 8, as a huge win for Little Rock Christian. Little Rock Christian will be home next week against Conway. Little Rock Southwest will be on the road next week as they take on the Pulaski Academy Bruins. Now, before we get out of here, I just want to give a huge shout out to everyone that was watching tonight, either youtube.com/Central Sports Network. If you haven't already, subscribe to us here on YouTube and hit that post notification bell so you know when CSN is live every single time. And we appreciate you for watching either on Facebook.com/Central Sports Network or Next Up Sports. Follow Next Up Sports on Facebook and Instagram. Follow CSN on Facebook and like us on Instagram. That is at Central Sports Net. Little Rock Christian 45, Little Rock Southwest 8. Stay tuned and be prepared, because next week from Monday to Wednesday, starting Monday at 12, live on the Central Sports Network, we have the Arkansas Class 4A Centennial Bank State Volleyball Tournament. All games will be live and free on the Central Sports Network. Little Rock Christian 45, Little Rock Southwest. For Logan Gilly and everyone from CSN, I'm Alex Gallion, and we'll see you Monday afternoon.